Welcome to Evenings with John and Duncan. We are into phase 2. Woohoo! But hope you guys didn't go too crazy over the weekend. It is a Monday. It is Spotlight on Team Singapore. We haven't done badminton yet, John, until today. Who do we have?
We have Grace Chua, of course, from badminton. This is going to be a badminton-themed week, of course. We also have our Athletes Game show coming up that's also badminton-themed, so do stay tuned to that. But first up, we have Grace, who's joined us.
Yeah, obviously won bronze recently in the 2019 SEA Games, but we were doing a little bit of research on her, and she is a medical student. Now, it is tough for any athlete to juggle just normal school. I mean, when I was growing up, secondary school, tertiary, and then juggling sport, but to be a medical student and juggling proper badminton training, that must be tough. Grace, welcome to the show. You got to tell us a little bit about this. How tough has it been so far, juggling sport and being a medical student?
Hey, hello, thanks for having me today. So yeah, it's been really tough because, from the beginning, most people said that it wouldn't be possible to balance both studies and sports, and especially since I was going into medical school. But still, I pressed on, and I would train at night compared to the rest of the national team, which would train in the morning and afternoon. And then, I'll train at night. And in the mornings before I go to school, I will add in a short physical workout, sometimes at the gym, sometimes just outside my house before I head to school. So overall, it's been pretty tough. Just to balance everything. But I'm glad so far it's worked out fine.
How have you been able to, juggle those two aspects and not sacrifice like social life, hanging out with friends, or have you had to like limit that to some extent?
Yeah, there usually is a trade-off, isn't there?
I guess there is a trade-off. To be honest, I would say I don't have much of a social life. Yeah. Well, so basically it's mostly just studies and sports. Then once in a while I'll do meet up with my friends, but I limit it to maybe like once in 2 weeks or something. So yeah, no choice. Plus I travel quite far to NTU, so my train rides are like all in 1.5 hours. So I'll use this time to study on the train.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even on the go, she's studying.
No rest for those who are really, really determined to make it to the top, isn't it?
Well, that's the sign of a top athlete, isn't it? The sheer determination and discipline in carrying out that's like everything is on a routine even. Yeah.
And you've also, you've been juggling school as you mentioned, but you've been to the SEA Games, you've been to the Commonwealth Games as well. You've done decently well in those competitions as well. Like, where do you see your career progressing to right now as a badminton player in Singapore?
For me, I went for Commonwealth Games before I started medical school. So actually, I went for Commonwealth Games when I was still training full-time. So at that time, I graduated from junior college, and then I told myself I wanted to try full-time before I started uni. And so, I gave myself the aim to try and qualify and go for Commonwealth Games, which I did. And then after that, then I started medical school. And so it's been, I went in 2018, so it's been about 2 years. And at the start of medical school, my aim was to qualify for SEA Games last year, because in Singapore actually everyone in our national team is a full-time player. So like they said it wasn't really possible for someone to be in unis, but somehow it happened, and I'm glad I managed to go for SEA Games last year. And so from here henceforth, I'm not sure how things will be because I'm starting year 3 in the new semester, and it will get much busier with like clinical postings. So I just have to take things as it comes.
All right.
Interesting.
We're going to talk a bit more on the SEA Games. You've been to 3 SEA Games. You've gotten 3 team bronzes, of course. That means you've also been to these Singapore SEA Games, the KL SEA Games, if I'm not wrong, and then last year's Philippine SEA Games. Maybe you can share a bit more with us and talk us through the differences, although it was team bronze across all three, but how has the team evolved over the last 3 SEA Games?
Oh, wow. Actually, each SEA Games was very different, even though we had a bronze in each. I'll say the first SEA Games was very memorable for me because it was my games debut. But in terms of winning the bronze, I wouldn't say, I have to admit, we didn't really win it because we started in the semi-finals. So we were kind of handed the bronze. I mean, we didn't win it per se. But for the ones in KL and Philippines, it was very different. Like in KL, we won Vietnam, and that was a really close fight. I mean, it was something we worked hard the whole year because we knew that Vietnam was very strong. And I can still remember the night before I couldn't even sleep because it was just a very tense match between Vietnam, and it's something that we all wanted to win, yet we knew it was tough. And then in terms of the Philippines one, that was also very different because, to be honest, I didn't expect to play. I was the third singles. I had full confidence in my teammates that we would be able to win it without reaching the last match. But somehow, we did reach the last match, and then my match became the decider. And I was very nervous before my match because, I mean, everything came down to my match, whether we will all walk away with a medal or not. But I mean, I thank God he gave me the courage and the confidence to go in strong, and we managed to win that. So that was a very memorable moment for me as well.
I mean, I can imagine like being put on the spotlight on Team Singapore, being put under pressure to play in the decider. What was the emotion when you did clinch the bronze within you?
With me, it's like a moment of relief. I was just so happy because, I just felt so much pressure before that. Like everyone was counting on me to win this last point, and if we didn't, it was like, well, then we will all just go home empty-handed. And so I mean, I didn't want to think about the pressure, but naturally it just got into me. And so when I won, it was kind of dramatic. I mean, I fell to my knees and all that, but I was just really, really happy.
Was that the clip that you actually that was played? I mean, earlier on you just showed, because that was the Singapore support, the flags, the fans, and the support did play a big part as well, didn't it?
The support was really good because, I mean, the Philippines home crowd was crazy.
Yeah.
And like whether I win the point or I lose the point, they kept shouting. And so our Singapore contingent was quite small, but they really shouted very loud, and so their support was really what helped me through.
Raw as one, as the Team Singapore campaign would say, and everyone can play their part as a 12-man in supporting our Team Singapore athletes.
New Milo 搞小弟 less sugar with whole grain cereal. Get the goodness of whole grains with more fiber and protein. The healthier breakfast choice.
We're going to have a look now at some of the home workouts that Grace has been doing as part of her training as well during this period while being stuck at home. Grace, if you don't mind, we'll need your help to talk us through this series of your workouts. And basically, I reckon it should be part of the training that has been catered for you as well.
Okay, so we are seeing these lunges from you. I mean, it's just to work on the quads, isn't it?
These are part of our, they call it strength endurance training. But for me, I just call it circuit because it's when you do the you do the actions for 30 seconds and then you rest for 15 seconds and then you proceed to the next action.
It looks tough, man.
Yeah.
It looks tough.
I mean,
your quads must be burning by then.
It reminds me a bit of the challenge we did this week.
The chair pose.
Yeah.
And
This is the Russian twist. Yeah, same thing. It's part of the circuit. Another one of the 8 stations. So I do it for 30 seconds.
You seem to have a pretty good layout of equipment here. Are they from SSI or did you like get your own equipment to bring home?
The weights are my own. Then the vest I'm wearing is the heavy vest I'm wearing is also my own. But the ropes I borrowed from my coach.
Wow. Huge difference, huh?
And this you're just hitting it
This,
against the wall,
For this
right?
particular video, we noticed there were also crowd chants and screams. Is that a way of training your like a match to give you like a feel of a real match, or is it just by coincidence?
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Oh, were you playing something at the playground?
In-game experience.
Yeah, it was just me hitting the wall.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I was just hitting I haven't really hit the shuttle like properly, so this is the only way I could do it, like hitting against the wall. But I was also very scared that my neighbors would complain.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, do you have like neighbors just coming down the staircase there and like they'll be looking at you like, hey, what's this girl doing?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, I'm quite happy that they didn't. But like each time I do it, I was just so scared. Then sometimes I'll try to hit lighter, but if I hit lighter, then you don't really get the feel.
Oh.
So I don't know, I'm like caught in between. I want to hit harder, but I'm so scared they will complain.
Because the wall that you're hitting is not your own house one, is it your neighbor's house?
So it is, but like the sound spreads because I'm at the staircase landing. So I think like people upstairs, downstairs, everyone can hear.
Yeah, I see. I mean, we did have a similar situation when we saw basketballs.
Yeah.
And these are ropes, I reckon, that you also brought home?
Yeah, these are the ropes. I borrowed them from my coach. Yeah, so I think it's very useful. Like I can train my arms and I can do a lot of things with the ropes. So this was also part of the circuit training. Working 30 seconds, rest 15 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty much a full body workout. I mean, your legs, the upper body, arms, and abs for the Russian twist. It's pretty good.
So Grace, I mean, that was amazing, Grace. So for all the workouts that you've shown, what we like to do on evenings with John and Duncan is we like the athlete to challenge one of us to try out that home-based workout. And just wondering which workout, first of all, that you want us to try out, and then it's your decision, purely your decision, for you to choose which of us you would want to challenge. And I mean, I'm really enjoying this conversation with you.
You don't need to feel bad for choosing Duncan, just because.
I mean, you don't have to feel bad. Why even risk it? So okay, which is the challenge that you want one of us to try out first?
You can try out the circuit training. I think it's pretty tough, but it's really good. And I like it also because it's time efficient. Yeah, so you don't need to spend very long on it, but you will get your heart pumping.
So which particular exercise?
How about the lunges? Since you said it looked tough.
It's 30 seconds, right?
I think you should try it.
30 seconds of lunges.
Okay. All right. So John, I mean, I know you're very fit, so there shouldn't be any issue for you. So Grace, who are you challenging for this particular lunge challenge?
I don't know. Have any of you done it before? Like lunges?
I feel like this answer is my answer would be very dependent on how she'll make a decision here. I have. I've done it before, so yeah, I've done it before. So I mean, would it work on me to challenge me? I don't know.
Okay, I'll choose Duncan, since you're the one who said that the lunges look pretty tough.
The reverse psychology did not work at all.
There's a reason why I kept quiet. There's a reason why I kept quiet.
Starting now.
every episode, I like to test John with terminology on the particular sport that we are featuring. So it's badminton. I have 4 badminton terminologies, Grace. You may know them, and I'm going to test John if he knows. If he doesn't, I'll see if you know, and then maybe you could explain it to John. So I'm just taken out of the picture, right? So let's start with a very easy one, okay? So in terms of the badminton context, what does it mean when I say, oh, look, a bird?
A bird. A bird. A bird. Something to do with scoring or a particular shot? A kind of shot?
Do you know the answer, Grace?
I think they would call the shuttlecock like a bird or a birdie.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I told you, start with an easy one. That's just another name for the shuttlecock. A bird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Learned something new today.
Second one, okay? Very fashionable at the moment. What is a dab?
A dab.
In badminton context, yes.
A dab.
Yeah, in badminton
Or
context.
it's a kind of shot. I'm just gonna have
Actually, it is.
It
It is a
It
kind of shot. But the way that you did it, I don't think is the right execution of it. Do you know what a dab is, Grace?
A dab is like that.
Yeah, honestly, I do
Actually,
not know.
you're quite accurate. Actually, John, you're getting very, very
Because you're
close. So
Dabbing into something.
the definition of a dab shot in badminton is a crisp downward stroke using minimal backswing, but with excessive follow-through played in the forecourt zone. So it's like very
Oh.
hard. So it's like
Ah.
dab. Okay.
Paul
See?
Pogba, check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the on the theme of birds, what does it mean when I say, "Oh man, John, that's a dead bird"?
This guy is obsessed with birds. Dead bird means the shuttlecock has been used many times and the feather is coming out, is it?
No, no. That's a good guess. What is a dead bird, Grace?
I've not heard it before, but I'm just guessing like maybe the shuttlecock hits the ground even like without even crossing the net. Like, I don't know, you hit it down or something.
Not really. It's when you hit a shuttle out of play, it's just called a dead bird.
Out of play.
Yeah,
It's
so
a
it just
dead
goes out
bird.
of play. It's out. Oh, so that's a dead bird.
Okay.
Okay. Final one. All right. And it brings a tear to my eye to say this to you. I mean, I think we're in a divorce area. What does that mean in badminton?
Divorce area.
Yeah. It's quite technical.
It sounds incredibly technical. Divorce area, it's something to do with the courts. Some part of the court. Divorce area means separation area, separated area.
It's pretty good. You're doing pretty good on this one, I have to say. Of all the other, terminologies
I made some
that we've
ridiculous
done,
guesses
you're
in some
doing
others.
pretty well.
Yeah.
Do you know the exact definition of a divorce area, Grace?
No, I don't.
Oh, actually, John, you know more about this.
Yeah.
It's
crazy
when
guess.
the divorced area refers to a narrow rectangle 8 to 11 feet from the net. So the area is situated between the rear court and the forecourt and between the sidelines. So it's in that awkward area. So that's called the divorce area.
That awkward area.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
So it's like neither here nor there, lah.
Yeah.
So we have to get a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of our jokes are also neither here nor there. But that's why sometimes people want to divorce
but
themselves from our jokes.
You
But-
did really well on that one. Quite accurate and and you got the guesses really right. I think you're getting better at it.
Thank you.
Or you're reading me
With
better.
much
maybe.
practice.
Looking forward to some success and hopefully she can be part of that as well as a sports doctor, as maybe a medalist in the Olympics one day for Singapore. Who knows? That's my goal for you, Grace.
Wow, it's a very huge goal.
Well, no pressure there.
Yeah.
But
Thank you.
it's certainly something that, we always want to see
Yeah.
our Team Singapore athletes doing well in every competition that they compete in, isn't it? And it's same. And we do know it is a very tough road being athlete, needing to sacrifice so much, your social life, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
But you do have the support of not just us, but I do believe we speak on behalf of the rest of Singapore as well. And we'll certainly look forward to seeing you in competition again once sports events are back online. And yeah, exciting times ahead.
Thank you so much for joining us, Grace. And like as we both said, hopefully we see you soon on the court in action. And we'll be there to, if not cover, at least cheer you on.
Okay, thank you, John. Thank you, Duncan. Thanks
No
for having me.
No problem at all.
Take care. Stay safe.
Bye. Take care.
All right, so that's not the end of it. Evenings with John and Duncan, because we have a special Get Active with Milo segment, and we have another Team Singapore athlete to showcase a workout. John, and who do we have?
That's right. It's our 8-minute workout segment with Milo. And today we have Constance Lien, who'll be leading the Get Active with Milo segment. Enjoy your workout.
Hi, welcome to Get Active with Milo. I'm Constance, and today we're going to be doing an 8-minute M-rep workout. So M-rep meaning as many rounds as possible. Okay, so first what you need is a mat, bottle of water, towel, and probably a timer. You can get your phone. Time yourself for 8 minutes. Okay, set the timer for 8 minutes, and then I'll show you guys what to do. We have 4 exercises for this 8-minute M-reps, and then repeat the exercises as many rounds as possible, and then we'll see, challenge yourself, and we'll see where we end up. Okay, so I got my timer here. I'm going to set it for 8 minutes. Okay, so before we move on to the workout, I'm going to show you guys what we're going to be doing. So 4 exercises. First exercise, we're going to do high knees. Okay, high knees. Try to bring your knees up as high as possible. After high knees, we're going to be doing 20 jump lunges. So 20 times of this. Right and left is 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 20 times, followed by 6 blast-off push-ups. So you go into push-up position. Okay, you're gonna move back, and then move front, push-up. Move back, move front, push-up. Move back, move front, push-up. After that, you're gonna do bear burpees. So from standing position, you're gonna jump down to a high plank, jump into a bear position. Then you're gonna do a push-up. Or don't do a push-up, just hold it there, jump back out, and then jump back up. Okay, so again, you're gonna jump to a high plank, jump to a bear position, do a push-up, or you can just hold it here, jump to high plank, and jump back up. Okay, so this is your 4 exercises. When you're done with 8 minutes, towel off and see how many rounds you have done. Okay, so we're gonna start. I'm gonna set my timer. I got 10 seconds to get ready. So we're gonna start with high knees, 20 of them. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20 high knees. Ten jump lunges. Six blast-off push-ups. Make sure you really go down as low as possible. Once you're done with 6 blast-off push-ups, you're from standing position, jump in, push up, jump out, jump up, jump down, push up, jump out, jump up, 6 times. If you can't do a push-up, again, just hold it there, jump out, jump back up. Jump as high as you can, like a regular burpee. Back to 20 high knees. I got 7 minutes. 1 minute down. Jump lunges, 10. Then 6 blocks of push-ups. Really power through when you go forward for the push-up. Bear burpees. Keep going. Remember, as many rounds as possible. If you guys get tired, just take a break and then get back into it. Give it your best effort. I'm on my 3rd round, guys. Make sure you keep track of your rounds. Push-ups. Back up, bear burpees. Hope you guys are pushing yourself. Give me 6 of these. Got 4 minutes. We're halfway. Get low on those jump lunges. If you guys can't do jump lunges, modify it with shuffles. 10 times. Go to a push-up position, push back, push up, push back, push up. Don't worry if you guys can't do the full blast of push-ups. Just go on your knees, move back, push up, move back, push up. 6 times. Bear burpees. Almost there, guys. Hang in there. It's only an 8-minute workout. Push yourself as much as possible. I got 2 more minutes, guys. Keep going. Bear burpees. Again, remember, the modified version, you can just hold it here, jump out, jump up. You don't have to do a push-up if you can't. I got 1 minute. I'm going to squeeze everything I have in those 1 minute. In that 1 minute. Last round. I'm going to try to squeeze these 4 exercises in the last round. Got 30 seconds. Got 20. Got 10. Three, two, 1, rest. Okay, so I think I did 3.5 rounds, I think. Yeah. So I hope you guys had a great workout. Thanks for joining me.
Phew. Well, really worked up a sweat just watching that from Constance. Thanks so much for showcasing that 8-minute workout, Get Active with Milo. And that will be a theme that will carry on every Monday and Friday on evenings with John and Duncan.
That's right. So it's Monday with Team Singapore athletes and Friday with Sport Singapore fitness ambassadors. Stay tuned for more workouts with Milo on evenings with John and Duncan. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye.